So I just got done filming a video. I mean, you can kind of see a little bit the huge pile that I have in front of me. Honestly, I am like buried in book sleeves. These are all technically my book sleeves, all the ones that I have kept over the years. Different patterns and styles and stuff that I've really liked, and I've kept one of essentially each pattern I've made. I definitely need to go through these and organize them because there's way too many, and I literally do not need this many book sleeves. So I'm going to go through all of them, kind of organize them a little bit, and I'm going to take you along for that. So I'm going to go through all of them, I'm going to organize them, I'm going to decide which ones that I'm keeping and which ones that I'm not keeping. Here is kind of what we are working with at the moment. This pile is, it's deep. It's probably like 2 foot of just book sleeves. I've got every different holiday, different animals. I'm going to try to sort them per holiday, different animals, seasons, whatnot. I just found some more. So I know this may look like an obscene amount of book sleeves, but I have been making book sleeves since 2016. I've been making and selling them since 2016. So a lot of these are honestly from like my early days of making book sleeves. So kind of just collected them for almost the past 10 years. So yeah, it does look like a lot, but it's like 10 years of accumulation, and I've made all of them myself. So okay, getting into it, I am going to start organizing these book sleeves out by different, like either Halloween or fall. Like this one would be 4th of July or summer. So I'm gonna start doing that, organizing them all out like that. Kindle sleeves in one pile. I'm not sure if I'm gonna split the other stuff yet. I've gotten them all sorted out, so over here I have all of my fall and Halloween. This pile is just kind of like random different patterns, bookish animal things. I found a couple St. Patrick's Day, my Valentine's Day over here. These are all of like my summer themed patterns, Christmas, and then back there are all of my Kindle. So looking at my shelf, I still actually have a few shelves up here that have stuff in them. So this one I have a lot of like my Disney print stuff. There's actually some more fall and Halloween stuff up there, along with some plaids, some random hardcovers here, and then these are a bunch of discontinued fabric hardcovers up there. I got the book sleeves down that were up in the bookshelf still. I left the ones that are discontinued, those ones I am keeping in that shelf. I'm not even going to go through them. But now I'm going to go through each and every pile, and I'm going to decide for sure what I want to keep, what I want to get rid of. I don't really have much room up there. I'm going to see some of the smaller sleeves, like the Kindle and the paperback, see if I can kind of push those to the back of the shelf. Possibly have like 2 rows per shelf. The hardcovers obviously aren't going to work like that, but most of the books that I have on the shelf, they're like double, so like behind, if you can see, behind the books are more books. So I'm gonna try that with the book sleeves. We'll see how that goes, so I can maybe add a few more. But yeah, there are actually a lot. Now looking at some of the piles, there are a lot that I'm not necessarily going to be keeping. But yeah, I'm gonna start doing that now. Okay, just got finished going through all of them. I did initially purge 28 of them. I'm still kind of hung up on these, so I might keep them. They are my gnome series, so I have like a Christmas gnome, Valentine's Day gnome, and a Halloween gnome sleeve. I wasn't necessarily sure if I was going to keep them, and you can kind of see in the last clip that I'm like very hesitant about it. So I think I just am going to keep them for now because I am hesitant, but if most of them, if I looked at them and I was like, I don't want this, then it went in the discard pile. Most of these sleeves though, if I'm going to get them all cleaned up, some of them do have some cat hair on them. I do have cats, so happens. But I will get them completely cleaned up, make sure that there's no staining or anything. Most of these have literally just either sat on my shelf or I have used them for videos, and that's it. That's kind of one of the reasons why I'm getting rid of so many, is because they're just sitting on my shelf. I'm not using them other than for videos and stuff, and if I'm going to be doing that, I might as well just grab from my regular inventory and do the video and put it back in my regular inventory. With that being said, I'm going to go through and see what I can put up on my shelf and see kind of how I'm going to have to organize things. I might have to purge some more. We'll see. I might have to see if I can try to make a little bit more space. I don't know, because there are still a ton of book sleeves. Ugh. Little change of scenery, so you guys can see exactly what I'm working with. I have 6 open shelves that I'm going to try to cram all of these into. I do have over in that corner all of my discontinued hardcover patterns, which I actually did find a few more of those. So I think I'm going to try to cram as many as I possibly can into that shelf. And then, woo, as I almost fall over, and then probably go from there and see what else we're working with. Surprisingly enough, I actually got everything off of the floor and onto the shelves. Yeah, that's, wow, I was not expecting to be able to fit actually everything that I wanted to keep, and then still have actually some more room here, and then there's also some more room in this shelf as well, which I'm not really planning on keeping anything. Well, I can't really even say that because there are a few designs coming out soon. Maybe not this Friday, the 22nd, but the next Friday, which would be, what, the 29th? Yeah, the 29th. There might be some sleeves coming out the 29th of August. So I might actually keep some from that drop. But other than that, I think I've got all of my sleeves up there. There might be some random ones scattered throughout the house. I know there is one in the kitchen that has one book in it. But other than that, I think I've got everything up there. So I'll give you guys a quick tour. Starting out, that is my discontinued hardcover shelf. All of those patterns I can no longer get, whether they're discontinued fabrics or Poor Joanne's is out of business now, so I can't get them because that's where I got them from. Then I have all of my like spring and summer. There's Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, there we go, and a bunch of Kindle sleeves here. And then I kind of have continuation. There's more summer, More summer back there. Some 4th of July patterns, travel patterns, and then we bleed into fall and Halloween, and those are my favorite. That one is going to be my favorite cube, and I'm so excited now that it is kind of getting to that fall season to be able to use all of those. And then down here we continue into Christmas. So I have all of my Christmas sleeves. There's more back there hiding. And then I thought I had more Christmas Kindle sleeves, but this was the only one that I could currently find. They're probably all off hiding somewhere else. Then I have all of my kind of like licensed sleeves. I know I have a few more of these. Not sure exactly where they are at the moment, but when I find them, they'll go up there. And then these are just kind of like a mosh of random designs, bunch of hardcovers. Some of these actually I think are discontinued as well, but I couldn't fit them up there, so they just kind of are sitting here for now. Thank you guys for coming along while I organized all of those. As I said earlier, I will be going through all of the ones that I want to get rid of or not keep. And those ones will just be all cleaned up, make sure that they're not stained or anything, and they will honestly go right back onto my Etsy shop. So if there were any patterns that you really liked, that you saw, pretty much all of these are still available on my shop. I am having a massive sale this coming weekend, so I think I'm going to try to post this video on Wednesday. So Friday, the 22nd through the 24th, I'm going to have a massive sale on a bunch of, not necessarily discontinued, but there are going to be a bunch of discontinued patterns, but just patterns that I've had for a very long time, and I have a lot of them. I need to start moving some inventory so that way I can bring in some new patterns for you guys. I want to try to keep things fresh in my shop, so I need to get rid of some stock. So be on the lookout for that. But other than that, thank you guys for following along and helping me kind of organize my book sleeves. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!